Looks like I am back. Didn't realize I was disconnected. All right. Now I gotta answer this question real quick. Yeah, over here. Over here. I'm pretty sure I was. I'm pretty sure I was reading my little heart out. All right. I might just do what past stories today, because this is that last story was crazy, and it's sad that a lot of y'all might not even hear it. I might have to cut it up. I'll probably cut it up. That's probably what I'll do. Make it into just a video read. But dang, that sucks. Yeah. So basically, in short, the for the last story was about Genevieve's Kitty Genevieve's. Um, so takeaways from that story. There's a thing called the bystander effect, which I didn't know about until reading this. And the bystander effect is basically stating that people won't report a crime if there's other witnesses around because they're expecting somebody else to do it, which I can see. But the problem about this bystander effect was her neighbor that she knew. I can't remember his name, even though I just read it. Makes no sense. But her neighbor that she just knew just watched her get stabbed and did absolutely nothing. Actually, he climbed out his back window, went to a friend's house after calling a friend and telling him or her the situation. And the friend said, "Do nothing." So that's literally what he did. He did nothing, and so Kitty dies. And he tells the story years later. There's documentaries made. People make stories. The New York Times, I guess, created a story. People said the story was false in the way that it was narrated, things like that. So other authors, people that I guess writers and whatnot, her brother came out and shared what they call factual depictions of actually what happened and took place during that time. Because they said there was 38 witnesses, which is absolutely crazy. The only way Kitty was found, one of her neighbors, who I guess didn't have the effect of the bystander effect, actually shouted and called for somebody to call the police. But in learning all of this, what I did not know is this is how 911 became a service, which is pretty crazy to think about, especially knowing that there have been plenty other murders before this time. So, and that I did not realize we didn't have a national service where we could call into somebody back in, remember that number. But that is absolutely insane. I still don't understand why the neighbor did nothing. The neighbor saw Kitty and just watched her die and get stabbed instead of helping her. But I guess you don't know what you would do in that situation either if you haven't been in that situation before. I'm pretty sure that would be his argument. But still, I can't believe that guy. I just can't believe the whole situation because at first I didn't understand why Kitty had when she could crawl to the back of the room, but she was very injured, so she couldn't do anything when she got stabbed the first time. But and I didn't understand why she didn't climb out. I mean, not climb out, but crawl out the room because it's obviously the door was still open because the killer comes back and actually gets her. So yeah, sad story. Hate sucks that it took all that for them to put 911 in place. That's the part that I guess irritates me. I did not know any of that. That I'm over here just reading this stuff, not realizing that 911 not necessarily, let's see, it's 2025 now, 1968. Jeez, 57 years ago? Man, that's absolutely. And then I wonder who all actually was able to hear all that because I realized the stream died after just looking at it because sometimes I can see my time and how long it was streamed. But okay, I honestly, this is more. I guess today is more true crime. I probably need to change the thumbnail because it says unsolved mysteries, and all of these have been solved. So I need to put solved mysteries on this one because yeah, this is absolutely insane. Not gonna lie to you. Absolutely insane. Oh, the last thing, because my mom was asking me a question, I need to actually send her an answer. So let me actually do that first. Let me actually do that first. Okay. All right. I'm gonna do a couple more stories, depending on the length of the story. But again, these are Wattpad stories. The person who wrote this, her name is Arena True Crime, or that's the alias she goes under Wattpad. This says that last story. The first story was good too, but that last story got me into my feelings. She's a good writer. I'm interested to see how she writes this one. In 2010, Joseph McStay and his wife Summer lived in Fallbrook, California, with their sons Gianni, who was 4 years old, and Joseph Jr., who was 3 years old. Joseph owned a company that built decorative fountains, and Summer was a licensed real estate agent.